today in this video, we're going to share you some benefit information about feeding and watering of horses. System start from mouth, then go through the teeth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. The function of the mouth is to turn big particles into smaller ones, or in simple words, chewing food. Esophagus is a muscular tract for bolus, which is a food mixed with saliva from mouth to stomach, or a pathway from chewed food. Next is the stomach. It's a large muscular sac that continues mechanical digestion and starts chemical digestions of proteins. Then, small intestine. It is an organ in which most chemical digestion takes place. Next is the stomach. It is a large muscular sac that continues mechanical digestion and starts chemical digestion of proteins. Then, small intestine. It is an organ in which most chemical digestion takes place. Meanwhile, for large intestine, it is an organ that absorbs water from undigested material. Last is rectum, lower part of the large intestine, where feces are stored.
Guys, okay, now I'm going to talk about 10 rules of feeding. These 10 rules are quite important to maintain a horse's body weight and also welfare. Now, the first rule is to make sure to keep clean and fresh water available 24/7, 24 hours a day. Okay, and this is to ensure that the horse drinks an adequate amount of water to avoid bad habits such as not drinking water that could lead to dehydration.
The second one is feed little and often. The reason for this is to avoid something that is called a last meal syndrome that affects the horse's eating habits and behavior while eating. And to make sure that the horses have enough food to eat, it is advisable to use hay nets that are filled up daily. Feed based on work, temperament and condition of the horse. Horses eat 1.5% to 2.5% of its body weight per day. Feeding the right amount of food is crucial because it will affect the horse's performance and body weight. Fourth, feed at the same time every day. Horses are habitual animals. What it means is any changes in feeding time, whether it is too early or too late, may affect the horse's digestive system. Now, number 5, do not do heavy work immediately after feeding. Unlike human, horses only need 1 hour to digest their food. Shorter than that could lead to colic, and we do not want that to happen. Number 6, feed adequate roughage. Example of roughage is hay and concentrate. Those are the main food for horses. Example of adequate roughage is at 80% hay and 20% concentrate, or 100% hay. If the hay contains high nutrient content such as alfalfa hay, this percentage depends on the workload of a horse. Number 8, feed clean and good quality forage. A good quality forage are rated based on sight, smell and touch. If we see the color of the hay is green yellowish, the smell is not pungent, and when we touch the hay it is not sticky and slimy, it means that the hay is in good condition. It is crucial to feed horses good quality forage so we could help them avoid getting stomach upset due to eating bad forage. Number 9, introduce changes of food gradually. It means that changes needs to be done at least a week. This is because horses' intestines are quite sensitive, and it means that horses needs time to adapt to a new feed. If changes in food occurs drastically, it can cause colic.
A minor reduction in water intake may cause dehydration, which will cause decreased performance, shock and possibly death. Water composes the majority of the horse's body and accounts for several very important functions, including regulation of body temperature, aids in the transportation of nutrients necessary for waste removal, aids in digestion, absorption, and utilization of nutrients. Water intake levels vary greatly from horse to horse. Normally, a horse will consume 1 gallon of water per 100 pounds of body weight. The water intake rate can be quite variable depending upon the dry matter content of the diet, the environmental temperature, and production stage or activity. Right, so estimate water intake for horses, especially for a heavy work horse, is 12 to 15 gallons per day, and for non-working horse is 4 to 8 gallons per day. Here are a few tips that we highly recommend for you to do to make sure that your horse stay hydrated and fresh. First is always provide fresh and clean water, except for the horse that immediately after an exercise. Okay. Next is monitor water intake daily. Remove ice routinely during freezing conditions. Number 4, increase the dry matter content of the diet prior to prolonged freezing periods. Okay. Clean water buckets or water system daily. And the last is test water quality for new water sources. The second type of feed is energy feed. Energy feeds are those primarily feed for their relative high calorie content, that greater than 2.5 megacalorie per kilogram, and include cereal grains, wheat pulp, rice bran, and oil. In addition to supplying calories, these grains also provide other nutrients such as protein, vitamins, and minerals. Energy feeds are called concentrates because of their concentrated nutrient density compared to forage. In most cases, cereal grains alone are not adequate for equine diets because of their nutrient balance, in particular calcium and phosphorus. Also, the protein quality and amino acid content is not ideal for all horses. Vegetable oil is a good calorie source but does not have protein, vitamins, or minerals. Thus, it should be fed to horse carefully.
The third one is supplement. A supplement is a product that contains one or more vitamins, minerals, herbs, and amino acids, and is added to the diet of a horse. Supplements should be included in the diet of most horses. The exception is when a horse are fed to recommended dosage of a pellet or branded complete horse feed. In practice, most owners do not feed the recommended dosage of pellet or branded feed, which results in reduced vitamin and mineral intake. Now lastly, succulents. In the absence of a plentiful supply of grass, succulents should be added to your horse's diet. Fed between 0.5 to 1 kg per day. Apples, carrots, sweets, parsnips, turnips, cabbage leaf, and pea pods can be fed to your horse. Succulents are required to provide necessary vitamins, are tasty, and add variety to feed. All succulents should be clean when fed and should be free from mold. Always slice lengthways to avoid them getting stuck in your horse's throat.
Okay, so now that all my friends have tell you about the information about watering and feeding. So now let's go to the Q&A question. Oh, okay, so now we will proceed to the Q&A session. Okay, so the first question. What is your... Oh, sorry. How to choose the right feed for horses? Okay, so first, what is your horse age? The age of your horse will help determine its nutrient requirements. If the horse is young, which is mean birth to 2 years, its nutritional needs are driven by growth. The nutritional demands of growth are high, so most commercial growth and development feeds have protein content between 14% and 16%. The requirement for other nutrients, including minerals and vitamins, are also increased in a young horse to support growth. The other type of horse that have nutrient requirements that are sensitive to age are old horses. However, a senior horse does not become senior based solely on age. A horse is considered nutritionally senior when it can no longer eat its same diet and maintain body condition. These horses require a special diet that provides readily available minerals and vitamins. Commercial senior feeds are easy to chew and highly digestible, along with having a high fiber content, which is to replace the fiber they can no longer effectively chew from any hay or pasture. These feeds are typically pellet and in severe cases can be soaked and made into a mash to facilitate easier consumption by the horse. If your horse is either young or old, select an appropriate product. Okay, so the next question is, what is your horse physiological stage? There are several different psychological stages of horse could be in. For example, stallion, whether it is non-breeding or breeding, pregnancy, whether it is early, mid or late gestation, lactation, or growing, which is for foal, weanling, or yearling. These are easily characterized and have specific nutritional requirements. The use of the horse or activity level is more difficult to discern. The categories of activity used are maintenance or working, which is light, moderate, or heavy, or very heavy exercise. When evaluating activity level, we must look at the amount of work. Most horses that are ridden between 0 and 4 days a week for half to 1 hour per ride undergoing walk, trot, or some canter would be considered maintenance to light exercise in terms of feeding requirement. Overestimating or underestimating your horse's activity level results in either fat or thin horses. This practice compromises the amount of necessary nutrients that your horse is receiving. Pick a feed that is intended for the physiologic state of your horse and feed appropriate amounts according to labor directions. Okay, so we proceed to question number 3. Has your horse been diagnosed with relevant medical issues? Relevant medical conditions can include anything from gastric ulcer, allergies, kidney problems to metabolic diseases such as tying up, obesity, insulin resistance, laminitis, and Cushing's. Avoid self-diagnosis and ensure experts in the field have diagnosed the horse issue correctly. It is recommended that you work with an equine nutritionist to design a diet specific to your horse's needs. Okay, so we proceed to question number 4. What is your horse body weight and condition? Most people do not have access to livestock scales and therefore need to find more accessible methods of estimating weight. A weight tape is very useful for this and can usually be found in most feed stores. If you do not have a weight tape, you can also use a simple measuring tape. Measure the heart girth, then measure the length of the horse from the point of the shoulder to the point of the buttock. Use the following equation to estimate body weight, which is the equation is heart girth times heart girth in cm and times the length of horse by cm and divided by 11,900 equal to weight in kilogram. Take note, this method only estimates the weight of the horse and not very accurate. Body condition scoring is also a useful tool when managing horses and in particular deciding on the right feed choice. Body condition scoring involves the palpation and visual assessment of the degree of fatness of various areas of the horse, such as over the ribs, tailhead area, neck, and withers, and behind the shoulders. The scoring system uses a numeric scale of 1 to 9, where 1 is emaciated and 9 is obese. Regular condition scoring of your horse will help in deciding if your horse needs to gain, lose, or just maintain its weight. Okay, so we proceed to question number 5, which is also the last question of the Q&A session. What type of quality roughage does your horse have? Forage, which includes hay and pasture, should be the foundation for all equine feeding programs. The feed you select should complement the forage that you have available for your horse. If you have ready access to pasture and good quality hay, you will generally have to feed less concentrate to reach the horse nutritional requirements. But it is also depends on activity level. Low intake ration balancer products are a good choice under these conditions. Depending on the type of hay you have available, this will also influence your concentrate choice. Russian hay has higher protein and energy than some grass hay and makes a good addition to a feeding program that needs some additional calories. For example, moderate to very heavy exercising horses, broad mass, and growing animals. Using these 5 criteria, you should be better equipped in selecting the right feed for your horse. Remember, always following the feeding guidelines outlined on each bag of feed. If these recommendations do not suit your horse, then select a feed that you can follow the feeding recommendations to achieve the desired outcome. Okay, that's all for the Q&A session. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to your friend. Thank you again for watching. We hope you get enough information from all the points that we show to you. Thank you.